Oh, coffee, thank you. Oh, Jesus. I love it. All right, I think let's clean the fire station, clean the skate park, or clean the forest. Let's do the fire station. Let's do it in order. I take the day off from the roads. Although we had a good day we had a good day yesterday in roadcraft. It ended up being better than I thought. Made a lot of road. Today we clean. What's up, 22 Alex? First person I talked to today, other than my wife and dog. The Tigers have crippled my mental health. God damn, no kidding, right? The family sports chat has been depressing the last 24 hours. Last night was rough. Last 2 nights, as a Tigers fan, have been rough. Last night, they just didn't seem to care. They seemed to have completely given up. They seemed to have no focus. Couldn't have picked a worse time to fall apart. Definitely clean. Fart in my pants. All right, no thanks. Good morning, Geoff. How's it going? It's going well. Good morning, Regulation Chatters. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Flytech? Yeah, I know that. Thank you, ZDAC. Relaxing streams. Yeah. Been a minute since I've been here for a stream. Anything else exciting I've missed? Is Roadcraft finished? Not finished. We're just taking a break today, Shuts. I just finally hit a point where I'm starting to get a little burned out on it. You know, you can only go so many thousands of hours in a game before you just need to take a few days off. And Powerwash Simulator has taken over my free time. So, you know, fuck around with that. I've just been doing the odd jobs at nights and off camera. Save the campaign for you guys. I don't want anybody to miss any. You know, the story is pretty in depth here, so I don't want to leave anybody hanging plot wise. I'm a Windows guy. I just want to let's just get all the windows cleaned. Oh, God, this is brutal. What is that? This is a window. Light. How does something get this? Not even earthquake. Fire? Tornado? Nah, maybe volcano? Probably do it. Could be volcano soot. Regardless, these firefighters are going to be looking out their windows today, whether we finish the rest of this place or not. We'll see to that. The firefighters deserve a view, God damn it. I was doing the window thing as a joke until I turned to this corner. Never mind. Am I going to watch the battle for the golden screwdriver on Saturday? I don't know what that is. Dude, this building is a much lighter color than one would assume. I don't know how dirty it is. Anybody watch Survivor last night? I fell asleep. We didn't get to it till like midnight, so we didn't make it far. But I'm very excited for a new season of Survivor to be back. And very excited for South Park was on last night. Amazing Race debuts tonight. Fucking TV is back, baby. I'm fucking very excited. Starting to run out of shit. Do 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 do. I'm gonna guess volcano eruption. How else would a fire station get this dirty? Torrential flooding, maybe. There we go. Amazing Race is the best. Fuck yeah. What's the job today? We're just cleaning up this fire station. Fresno State versus Hawaii. In the 2000s, a kid from the student section allegedly threw a screwdriver at the Hawaii head coach. Fresno had to move the student section and couldn't serve alcohol for like 10 years because of it. Since then, the games have been dubbed. That's funny. Have I talked about all the Kimmel stuff already? I haven't talked about it at all. A lot of barbecues right in the front of the station. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, thank you for the subs there. I guess so. Boy, that's dirty right here. It's supposed to be the grease trap. Oof. Look at that. I can't scrub it off. We've been watching that Charlie Sheen documentary. That's something. My wife insisted I watch it, and she was not wrong. It is fascinating. And also makes you really root for Charlie Sheen. Like, really appreciate that dude's fucking naked, pure honesty. Do, 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 do. Gonna look at the chat in just a second. I have a hamburger conundrum as to whether or not it would count. It doesn't matter. You can ask it now, lucky dude. I don't care. I won't give you a serious answer, though. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Me too. Me too. Something definitely exploded. Halo 3 just turned 18 years old. Good Lord. Makes sense. Feels like it was about 18 years ago it came out. It's a long time. It's the longest time. I only do windows. I have to call the other guy in to do the rest of the building. That'd be a funny like co-stream or let's play where we all played Powerwash together, but we all had different jobs and couldn't overlap with each other's jobs, and you couldn't continue until like Gavin finished cleaning all the lights. Corrugated metal under there. What is really hiding? Man, if you'd have told me when I was playing my Sega Master System in like 3rd grade, 4th grade, that someday I'd be power washing in video games, I would have thought video games sounded like they turned into work. Good morning, Geoff. I have a job interview soon, so I can't stay too long. Much love to you from PA. Hey, little Mikey. I hope you get the job. Hell yeah, that's awesome. What are you interviewing for? Is it something you have a lot of experience in? Do you feel well versed, or are you throwing caution to the wind and trying something a little out of your comfort zone or wheelhouse? Look at that. Hey, I just got a cameo. All right. Oh, what do we got going on here? Oh, that must be the awning. Am I stuck on? Oof. I ain't doing nothing. Guys, this place is dirty. I'm excited. The sequel's coming out before too long for this, I think, right? Game I'd never played before a week ago, and now I'm excited for the sequel. I love how video games work. Like that. All right, looks like we're... got a few more first floors here, and then we'll move upstairs. Okay. Okay. I hated this level because of how long the tower took to do. Well, I don't know that pain yet. We'll have to see soon, I guess. Maybe we'll just tackle the tower next. Get it out of the way. Feels good to be helping clean up this community, though. You know, I know this has been an eyesore for the people of this town for a while, and I'm sure they support the fire department, but, you know, enough's enough. You got to take pride in your workspace. All right. First floor windows are done. Let's get ourselves a ladder. Do we want a ladder or scaffold? We'll try the ladder first. Do 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 do. Okay. Oops. Fell down the ladder. It's dicey. Be careful. Some of those later levels took multiple hours to complete. I've been doing some of the odd jobs because I don't want to do the story outside of here. Not that there is a story, you know, but just for progress sake. And some of those odd jobs I've done have taken a while. I did a whole mini golf course yesterday. Some of them are real fast. You know, you're like, boop, 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 Mars rover done. But some of it is pretty involved. Might as well get this while I'm here. Okay. We're going to be done with these windows in no time. We're getting really down to the wire here on window duty. It's just there's a whole world outside this fire station. I want these guys to be able to see it, you know? All right. There we go. I'm happy it's Thursday, man. This week has flown by. Absolutely just blown through this week somehow. And it hasn't been a crazy week or anything. It's just going quickly. All right. Some of the DLC is good. Different nozzle sizes. The narrower nozzle and higher power helps with distance and cleaning power. Yeah, and then there's like attachments and stuff. Hey, thanks, Jerseyek. Jerseych. Appreciate you. Cleaning angle, while is the widest but not very powerful. Red is the... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're just going through the... Going to Germany next week for work and I'm pretty excited. What part of Germany? Germany's a cool town. Germany's a cool town. Germany is cool. It's a cool town. Man. Are you feeling good? I sound a bit nasally. Yeah, I feel fine. Now you've got me concerned. No, I feel fine. Just fucking woke up. Just woke up. That's all. Sit here and clean up my local firefighting house and whatever else I can do for this video game community with you guys for a couple hours. And I'm going to go for my bike ride and get my exercise so that I don't die early and out of shape. Then today's going to be an idea day. I've had so much little stuff to do all week. I've been trying. My goal on Tuesday was at the end of the afternoon to go sit at a coffee shop like I used to do in Fuckface days and just brainstorm ideas without any agenda. And then I got too busy to do it. And then yesterday I was very excited to do it. And then I got too busy to do it. So today there's nothing left to hold me back after this stream and the bike ride. I'm finally going to sit down and have my little brainstorm session. I'm very excited about getting to. Haven't had the time to do one in a while. I find them to be very grounding. I'm just a love machine. If you only look at this, oh shit, that's the part you were talking about. If you only look at this side of the house, it's not bad. We're gonna need some scaffolding for this. I bet the roof's rough too. Ay. All right. Let's oof. Oh, guys. Missed a window. This is really, really dirty. Like, I'm not trying to judge anyone here, but come on, guys. There better have been a volcano eruption. Fucking firefighter's house is a hoarder's house, apparently. Okay. What were we doing? Might as well just clean up this nook, I guess. It's all got to get cleaned up. It's all got to get done eventually, right? I can hear my wife listening to podcasts in the background. How fucking exciting is it that Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is back? Oh my god. I know I'm sad, jazzed about Survivor and Amazing Race and everything, but woo, I needed that in my life. Needed it for my healing journey. I make so many references to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that none of you will ever get. All right. Back to the chat in just a second. There's Albert. What's up, buddy? What's up, little dog? Are we going to have a good day today, Albert? We going to have a good day today, buddy? Yeah. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Yeah. Nope. He got a whiff that I was about to pick him up, and he was like, see ya. No, thank you. Gross. He's such a teenager of a dog. Ah! Got our work cut out for us here. Ooh, a lot of fire station left, I'm realizing. Okay. It's okay. We'll have it looking good as new in no time. Does anybody else enjoy it when you raise your shoulder and it cracks like 7 times quickly? No. I get them all. My partner me and my partner binge all the Housewives. Hell yeah. I'm only watching Salt Lake City and Beverly Hills these days. I fell off of Potomac and Miami. And I just have never been able to get into OC or some of the others. Like I can't get into Jersey or New York. I've tried. Atlanta, I think I can get into. all my bones crack often. Do I watch Desperate Housewives? No, I never got into it. I wanted to like it. I watched the first 2 episodes, but I couldn't get into it. It was close to the perfect show. It was close for me, but I couldn't quite get there. Finished Alien Earth last night, though. Or yesterday in the daytime. Either way, regardless. Finished Alien Earth. That was fucking... What an awesome, perfect season of television. I also watched Prey yesterday, finally, because I'm trying to go through and finish all the Predator stuff. And that was very good. Now I just have to do the animated Killer of Killers, which I'll probably do today. It's fucking gleaming over here now. The front door. At least the solicitors will feel welcome. Mm-hmm. Okay. Beautiful. We're getting there. Atlanta's an amazing show. Atlanta was a good show. Prey was so good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really did. I thought that was such a clever way to tell a Predator story, and I don't know. I was happy that they took that swing and that it worked out so well for them. I guess they're making a new Predator movie. Somebody was saying in the chat yesterday, like it comes out in November. So I guess I'm timing up all this Predator watching pretty perfectly because I'll be very well versed in Predator lore by the time the new movie comes out. I hear my beautiful wife walking around. Footsteps of an angel. Thump, thump, thump. Where are you, dirty? All the places. Really? Nothing? Okay. Ah. Woo. I bet you smell weird at the end of the day of this. It's just like wet and chemical and like mold and mildew and all kinds of gunk. Ugh. I bet it's not nearly as glamorous as it looks. Get out of there, graffiti. We don't need you. Scram. Do 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 do. Get off the fucking door. Ah, there she's gone. Say goodbye to her. Okay. It's important to have clean floorboards, right? Important to have clean baseboards. Oh, looky there. I don't know what that means. It means you should have used a stronger paint. Wow, we got lucky on that one, huh? Okay. Okay. Gotta tell you guys, it is nice to take a day off of trucks. As much as I love and am absolutely obsessed with that game, every once in a while you just need a break, you know? Every once in a while you just need to do something dumb and mindless. As opposed to all the complicated math I was doing on Roadcraft, you know? Light this up and it's going to look like we haven't done anything on this wall. Well, yeah, there you go. You can tell. It's a grimer. All right, I'm just going to do this while I talk to you guys. I had 3 months of pressure washing for a summer job when I was 17. It wasn't as bad as I expected, but definitely find dirt in places you'd never expect. I bet, yeah. I still think it'd be fun to do. Still think I could make it work as a career. Has anybody been playing Tiny Bookshop? I think I'm going to buy it as a birthday present for myself. What is Tiny Bookshop? Unicorn Overlord. I've not heard of that. Is that good? I mean, it must be if you're enjoying it. Had to take a break. Unicorn Overlord. Do you just run a tiny bookshop? That's a great question. I haven't drawn a gamer dick today, but I did it the first day I played the game, for sure. Yeah, it was one of the very first things I did. Don't worry. Wasn't going to pass up that opportunity. It's a bookstore simulator. What's it called? Tiny Bookshop? Tactical RPG set in medieval times. Cool, man. Thanks for... There you go. Tiny Tina, Tiny Tina, Tiny Tina. A lot of Tiny Tina. I haven't played that game. Apparently, I could have played it for a long time because there seems to be a shitload of DLC for it. Good Lord. Tiny little farm. Tiny hands. Tiny hands. You recommend books and decorate your mobile bookshop. All right. Try again. Tiny. You said bookstore? Might not. Probably just on PC. Sounds cool, though. Maybe Switch only. Figures. Us Xbox gamers always getting the shaft. What? All right, I'm going to do one perfect sweep up. There's going to be nothing left. There's going to be nothing left under this spray on this spot right here. Yeah, I was right. Oh boy. What is everybody's big plans for today? What do we got going on? You know what I'm doing. I've been blabbing about it all morning. We go for a bike ride. Work on regulation. Switch only is an odd one. I agree. Are you going to break out the PS5 for Wolverine next year? I didn't know that there was a Wolverine game coming out next year, but maybe. PS5's still here. I just have to plug it in. I have it disconnected because I plugged a Switch in. I just have to, just turn it back on. And probably update about 200 system updates for it. 8 hours of coding ahead of you today. Afternoon here. Just got back from the tattooist. Did you get tattooed? Did you get a tattoo? Got to interview some people to see if they qualify. Just working away. Then I go home and relax with some games. What are you going to play, Chris Rule? Wolverine looks sick. I haven't seen anything about it. Trailer for Wolverine yesterday. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm so out of the loop. My video game knowledge comes from what is available on Game Pass in 2025, and I'm so happy to be ignorant. I used to, as a course of my job with Achievement Hunter specifically, I used to read, Joystick, Rest in Peace, and Kotaku 50 times a day to stay up to the minute on everything that was going on. And then I just, when I quit playing games and quit working at Achievement Hunter, I stopped having to do that, and I will never go back. I don't miss that part of it. It's a lot of work to stay abreast of everything all the time. Okay. Somebody asked me earlier if I talked about the Jimmy Kimmel stuff, and I said I hadn't talked about it, and then they didn't ask me any questions about it or anything. I thought that was strange. I thought there was going to be a follow-up to that. Oh, well. Still working on the bridge plan review. Well, listen, it's a bridge, you got to get it right. Too many lives at stake with a bridge. You got to take your time on that thing. Like, that's the nice thing about regulation is if I half-ass something, which I won't, but, nobody's dying. Might be the death of comedy. I'm in love with laughter. Ooh. A couple years ago, Ways Blood and Drug Dealer did a couple of collab songs. They were very, very good. Just FYI. Yes, I'm aware I said that word. Hate it. Look it up. The fuck am I on? Look how quickly this is going. This whole wall's done. If you only saw this side of the if you only saw this side of the if you only saw this side of the firehouse, you'd think it was pristine. Any updates on possible regulation hoodie? No, that we haven't investigated it or looked into it in any capacity. We're trying to get a new T-shirt made right now. We've got the coin, the new Gerpler, the heads and tails coin, the patch shirt reorder, the porta potty popcorn bucket. I think that's the majority of it, but we've got all that going right now, and that's a lot for us. So I doubt we'll be adding any additional merch to that list right now. We have to figure out how to pay for all that still. That's not, it's paid for. Don't have to worry about that. That was a joke. But it is expensive to buy all this stuff in advance. And you're buying it because of the way the supply chain works now. You're buying this stuff in advance of 3 or 4 or 5 months sometimes. So it's a lot of initial investment to plop down, hoping that 4 months later, people are going to buy the stuff. Which I'm sure a hoodie will and would sell, and I'm sure we'll get to it at some point. It's just to say that, like, our money's tied up in other merch right now. And we'll be, through the end of the year. It's getting a little late to start adding stuff into the mix. All right. Take a step back after this door. See where we are. Okay. Let's see. Let's survey the situation. Looks like it's about 27% cleaned if I had to guess. Front's not looking bad. Side's not looking bad either, actually. And some work upstairs. Back's not terrible. Of course, that other side is completely done, so it's just soccer ball again. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. We definitely have our work cut out for us. I'll probably stream tomorrow, too. Oh, I got to record videos today with the guys. I don't know that I'll have time to do my idea brainstorming. I forgot. We're doing content today. God damn it. God damn it. These are problems to have. Oh, I got to make content with my friends today. As opposed to sitting by myself at a coffee shop. Ooh. That's cool. That's a nice little reminder. In that case, I can't stick around too late today because I'll have to get back from my bike ride in time to get ready to record. We are being so responsible right now about some stuff that we are recording and getting so far ahead about something in a way that makes sense. If that, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm really happy with what we're doing in the background right now for regulation, the stuff we're filming. won't be out for a while, but when it does, I think you guys are really going to appreciate it and enjoy it. Hopefully. Otherwise, we're wasting our time. Albert's like half snoring behind me somewhere. I guess on the sofa. Wow, that's really on there, huh? I'd be right up on it to get it to spray off. You're like, I could do some work inside, but, this looks... Oh. Back to the main house. I triggered your robot phone lady. That's funny. I won't say her name because then it'll trigger mine. I wonder if I get most of it, but not the whole thing from here. Mario Party Movember? Probably not. How many dicks did everyone immediately... Oh, yeah. I think everybody did that, yeah. I definitely did. Send one of us in your place. Albert? How old is Albert? He's 21, 20... Is this September? He's 23 months old, so he'll be 2 next month. I think his birthday's October 17th, maybe? 17th or 19th? Emily would know. I think it's the 17th. He's becoming a big boy. A big, strong, 66 powerful pound tank that is stupid. And I don't mean that as in like, you idiot. I mean, he's just like dumb mentally and unbelievably energetic at times. All right. Well, let's get up on the roof, I guess, and start getting dealing with all this. Oh, cool. Can't go. Why can't I go up this fucking ladder? Jesus Christ. Must be too slippery. God damn. You guys be careful with this ladder. It's fucking dangerous if you go up it. Oof. It is so nasty dirty. Happy early birthday, Albert. Yeah, happy early birthday, Albert. This game is so addictive. It really is. It really is. It really is. It is really dominated my free time since I started playing it. Ah! And that would have broken my legs. That would have been the end of me. I'm surprised no one's made a laser cleaning game yet in this vein. Yeah. Yeah. Are we still doing the randomized food Eatober? No, we haven't started that yet. I don't think. Everything's kind of up in the air in terms of like bits and stuff. We haven't really settled on anything lately. We've had a lot of travel and been mostly just trying to get the break show up off the ground and get the bit barrel and stuff instituted. So I don't think we have any. The only thing I can think of that we are actively trying to get going in the background right now is Fuck Face Off Season 2. I think it's important to us to get that off the ground, get that recorded. So that'll be a focus for you guys. But the Eatober thing, I don't know. I don't know if we'll get to it this year. But as long as it's in the bit barrel, we'll get to it eventually. I love when the game is kind to you. And it's like, that's enough. You did a lot. That's close. That's enough. I think it's genuinely hard to climb. All right, there you go. Don't have to worry about writing that again. Mission accomplished. Did you guys watch Jimmy Kimmel's return? I didn't watch last night, but I assume it's just a regular show. This big I think like a 22-minute monologue. I found a window I hadn't done. Rust. I have a feeling we're going to be cleaning this bad boy up for at least another episode, maybe more. Yeah, right? How far do we got to get? Yeah, we're a little over halfway through today. We've made a lot of progress. Maybe two. 2 episodes will be enough. Then we'll have to get back to the roads at some point. The community needs us over there. Even though it's just cleaning up trash mostly. Wish I could set it up on like auto, just have it to do this automatically. Oh, that was cool. Thank you. I broke my other leg. Not a lot of ground floor stuff to work on over here. I'm gonna run back around to the stairs. Cleanest fart I've ever seen. I guess I'll do this. It's all got to get done. It's all got to go eventually. So much easier to climb than those other stairs. It's crazy. Okay. I'm pretty good about that. Okay. Graffiti simulator. The fuck your feeling crowds gets their feelings hurt very quickly. I think one of the D-pads sets continuous spray. It does. It's left on the D-pad. I've been using it this whole time. Yeah, nobody holds the trigger. I don't think anybody's holding the trigger. That would be exhausting. I think that's like one of the first things you figure out is always on. Do, 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 do. I wonder if I'll make it less, cleaning it will make it easier to navigate. That'd be really cool if it did. If that was a real thing. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. Man, you guys are going to fucking hate me in a couple days when a piece of content comes out. Let me tell you. I am going to get so much hate when the 20 best video games of all time draft comes out. Oof. I'm going to be universally despised. That's okay. Nope, it still sucks to walk up. That's funny. Oh, Glazed McGuffin, thank you so much with our 6th sub of the day. Look at that. We are 60% of the way towards completing the platform's arbitrary goal of 10, which I never set, but I appreciate. It has now become a yardstick to measure my streams by. I can say, well, Glazed McGuffin subbed, so it must have been a decent stream. Ratatouille best game. Definitely wasn't Ratatouille. God, there's something really just like, if you've never played this game, there's just something so, when you get locked in, there's just something so zen-like about it. It really is impressive. Really? I can't get any lower than that, huh? I feel like that must mean I don't really need to. Okay, well, whatever. Must be something on the other side that it needs to get cleaned before it dings. It's all going to get cleaned eventually. It's gotta. Can't leave these firefighters to their own filth. Okay. We are getting there. I feel like we've barely talked today. This game kind of turns you into a mute zombie. All the peace of mind and satisfaction, none of the hassle of getting wet or having to climb over damn the house. I'm not watching the screen right now. I'm just going in circles of what I think is cleaning while I look at the chat. Can you imagine power washing with a fire hose at full blast? It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. I mean, you'd probably fuck your house up pretty bad, but it'd be awesome. That's the problem with power washing is you got to be careful and know what you're doing, because if you have your nozzle up too strong, you can strip paint. You can knock chips of wood off. You can fuck up siding. You know, you got to be careful with a power washer. They can wash too much. Okay. Straight lines can be pretty fucking difficult in this game sometimes. I was trying to back up straight there, and it was like... Okay. Bingo. Okay. Hi, Caesar. I have absolute ass behind them. Great power washing comes great responsibility. It's true. You can fuck stucco up. You can fuck a house up pretty badly. You can do a lot of damage with a power washer. I used to use a diesel-powered one at my old work, stripping paint and body filler off of old cars, and that thing had some real power behind it. Yeah, we used to use... When I was a tool repairman, we used to use a power sander to clean tools off, and god damn. You know, it's a thing where you like, it's in like a giant aquarium almost, glass booth, and then you put your hands into the rubber things and fucking, oof, that thing would fuck you up. Fuck stucco. There you go. Somebody's got strong stucco feelings. Some people do. Some people feel very strongly about stucco. Gotta be careful. Don't want to insult somebody's or run afoul of somebody's stucco opinion. That's not good. Do you think anybody who is a professional power washer, does it for a career, comes home and plays this game and is like, I wish it was this simple? Or do you think they come home and they're like, fuck you, fuck water, fuck pressures, fuck hoses, and fuck the world if they think I'm going to spend my free time playing my job? Oh, Tom the Slayer, slaying those subs. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I had some conveyor belt sushi last night. My wife and Vanessa were very excited. Burn Dog and I were like, yeah, that's fine. That new place. I don't know if it's new. I think it's probably new. Place over by Soup Leaf in Austin. If you're in Austin, maybe you know where that is. It's a cute gimmick. I thought it worked well. They had a little robot that would bring you your drinks. I thought that was cool, except when you need a refill, you got to talk to a human. So you really only get the robot once for the initial drink, and then you just don't see him again, which I was bummed by. Liked the robot. Would I play a content creator simulator? I don't know. If it was fun and a good game, I would. And if it was on Xbox. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a slut for my console. I like this platform. I could play PC or Nintendo, like Switch 2 or PS5 if I need to here, but I'd prefer to stick to Xbox. I do have the capability to play those other consoles on rare occasions for a special thing, but 9 times out of 10, 98 times out of 100, I just want to fuck around on an Xbox. Dandy, dandy, where you gonna go now? Albert is just sawing logs behind me, snoring his little ass off. He needs to go to the bathroom. He needs to go downstairs. It's hard to get him to go downstairs in the morning. He is not a morning dog. Okay. I wonder how many people in the trades absolutely loathe the trivialization of so many aspects of life in the simulator craze. Yeah, or they love to be, included. What's everyone's burger count? Mine is 46. We're 24 days into the burger count, right? You're averaging 2 burgers a day right now. I've been an animal regularly getting 4 double cheeses. Wow. Well, as long as you don't count a double cheese as 2 burgers, because a double cheese is 1 cheeseburger. That's the thing to remember. Yeah, I'm going to try something here. Do I have any metal cleaner? Let's buy some. Is that going to clean up the... It does. A good job. So if you do it in a little burst like that, I bet you get a lot more bang for your buck than just trying to soak a whole thing. I like that. Yeah, wow, that's way better. I like that. Thank you. That's the way I'm going to do it from here on out. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. Hell yeah. That was awesome. I was watching the Charlie Sheen documentary last night, and it's fascinating, by the way. Really, really interesting and really good, and really appreciate his forthrightness and his honesty. He was talking about, I don't know if it was his first or his only or what, but he was talking about his, I'm going to say first because I haven't finished the documentary yet. He's talking about his first intervention. Maybe his only intervention, but just the people in his life that were there. And fucking the person who got him to accept the intervention and to go to rehab was Clint Eastwood. Can you imagine Clint Eastwood showing up at your intervention? I mean, he was on the phone, but still. Being like, you need to get the train back on the tracks. How do you say no to Clint Eastwood, But at least back then. But it got me thinking, I wonder if I was ever close to an intervention, Like, I wonder if my friends had ever had a conversation behind my back about it and, like, had discussed it. Or if I was either doing such a good job that nobody knew I needed it or people just didn't care enough or whatever. But maybe it's better if I don't know the answer. Probably better not to know the answer to that. But it's like if I wasn't doing enough to get intervened on there, I don't know what more I had to do. But I also wasn't trying to be intervened. I would not have accepted it or received it well. That's the other thing, too. Nobody that needs an intervention wants an intervention, I'm sure. Been self-employed for a couple of months now, and good Lord, the motivation to get up early in the morning anymore is almost non-existent. How do you do it anymore, Geoff? I'm extremely motivated by getting to do this for a living and not having to have a real job again. So it's like, as long as I put everything I have into content creation and regulation and this kind of stuff, then the chances that I'll have to fill out a resume and apply for a job are greatly reduced. And I'll do anything in my power never to have a day job like that again. Not to be in control of my own career. I'm fortunate enough to be in a place where, as long as I work really hard and don't take it for granted and don't lose sight of that, then I should be able to keep this going. You know? That's all the motivation in the world I need, honestly. Not to sound hokey, but it's true. I'm also, I think, naturally a morning person. I don't know if that's the Army's influence or my genetics from my family of farmers or what, but I've never had a difficulty getting up in the morning or getting started. I can be up and out the door in 3 or 4 minutes if I need to. I wake up pretty ready to go. That being said, I'm fucking ready for bed at about 8 p.m. these days, so, you lose it on the other end. When it's not dark yet and you're ready for bed, there is that side of it, that you don't think about. Easiest way to be a morning person is not to stay up till 2 in the morning. Go to bed at 9 or 10. You'll wake up naturally at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. If you do it, 10 days in a row, before you know it, you'll be waking up pretty easily. It's just hard to convince yourself to go to bed at a decent hour. I feel like every kid has spent most of their lives fighting that, most of their lives. And then as an adult, you pay the price for that. It's Mark the Frog. We did actually have a trencher today. Got 3/4 of the trench done with that, but there's still backfill and running the pipe to do after the hand digging. Jesus Christ, Mark. You've got some sweat equity into today, it sounds like. How many people are on the line digging the trench when you're doing a job like that? Is it just you and the machine, or you got 3? I remember when I had cast iron pipes in my old house, because it was made in the 30s, and they disintegrated, and they had the tunnel 20 feet under my house. And there was probably 6 dudes doing the digging on that day. And they made fast work of it too. That was crazy. I was so blown away by how quickly those guys were able to dig that by hand. But it was a crew, After the force and 20 years of construction, sleeping late is like 8 or 9. Yeah, I hear you. I worked with a sleep doctor today for a while, and he said that the easiest way to start waking up early is to wake up early so you get tired earlier. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. We rented a tracked trencher about the size of a riding mower. Nothing major. That's cool. Oops. Another broken leg on the day. Have you heard the band Geese? Yes, I have. Heard of them. I don't know if I've ever heard them. Digging a hole should be the one time child labor is illegal. Man, I used to fucking love digging holes with my cousin when we were kids. That was our favorite thing to do in the backyard. My grandma would just give us shovels and she'd be like, go to town. And we would just dig holes. It's amazing what's fun as a kid, you know? Or at least what was fun as a kid before video games and the internet. 63% is not terrible on the day. Leads me to believe that we might finish this in 2 sessions. We still have a good 15 minutes to go with you guys before I gotta fuck off. I wonder if in 15 minutes we can get to 70% cleaned. Seems like a tall task, but we'll find out. One week as a kid, my parents paid me like $100 to dig a 100-foot, 18-inch deep hole, trench in our backyard, and it was the best couple days of my young life. Hell yeah. To get paid to dig when you're a kid. There's not enough money in the world to pay me to dig as an adult. Those bean holes we dug, brutal. Absolutely brutal. That's why we were having that grave digging conversation in the last episode. I just think it would be hard to dig a grave. I think people underestimate how difficult digging a grave is. Based on how long it took me to go from 63 to 64%, I'm doubting that we'll get to 70 before we stop, but we're still well over halfway here. I'd stick around longer if I didn't have to record with the boys today, but I do. I'd forgotten about that. I got to be 100%. Got to be fresh as a daisy for the boys. But they won't want to be my friend anymore. They'll be like, "You're not trying. You're not funny. We're done with you. You're out of the band." And they kick me out of regulation. And then what am I going to do? Then I'm screwed. Pretty heartbroken about the Tigers right now. That's been a hell of an implosion to watch this month. Dropped what? 8 in a row now. Ceded first place to the Guardians. Now we're fighting for a fucking wild card slot. Really impressive implosion. Like a lot of people are like, holy shit, it's crazy what Cleveland's been able to do to turn it around, when it is. But Cleveland had a lot of help from the Detroit just fucking falling apart. For as good as Cleveland's been, we've been that bad, you know? It's the yin and the yang. You're welcome, we suck. All of a sudden. Tell the boys to say what's up. I will, Mark. I will. I think I'm going to see him here in about 3 hours. We're going to record some stuff that won't be out for a while, but we're trying to get ahead. So, we've been doing a bunch of stuff in the background. You know, we're always doing stuff in the background that we don't tell you guys about until the appropriate time. We're in the middle of that right now. We're just cranking stuff out for something else down the road. And you are going to love it. I went through that a month ago with the Cubs and the Brewers. Fucking Brewers, man. Luckily, the Brew Crew are peaked too early and will be out first round. Do you think so? I don't know. I'm scared of the Brewers. Y'all ever wake up with a tingle, little scratch in the back of your throat, and you know the next couple of days are going to be beat the shit out of you? Yeah. I'm dealing with a thing right now where I have, when I was at Chicago over the weekend, I had my little ditty bag, and it had deodorant in it. And it's like just Old Spice. But you know how like when your deodorant roll goes to the bottom and it's like the edges are sharp and you don't realize it? And you try to put deodorant on, it just like cuts the shit out of your underarms. I did that this weekend apparently on both sides, both underarms, and genuinely cut. And then Emily has this new like loofah that's super astringent, I guess. And I used that. I didn't realize it on top of that, and I feel like it made it worse. And now it's like I got these two on my underarms on both sides, these cuts that are just fucking hurt 24 hours a day. It made it hard to sleep last night for a little bit. But if I didn't know that I hadn't cut my arm like that, I'd think I had like athlete's foot in my underarms or something. It's really annoying. 70%. We're feeling good. Looking good. How's the building look? Good. Got a few little spots here and there we got to fuck with. We're going to need a ladder for this. Oh, you know what? Might as well. God, these guys really let this place go. I mean, I know they're busy saving lives and stuff, but whoa, this game's getting real kind real fast. That was crazy. It's not nearly that forgiving in the earlier episodes or earlier levels for sure. They really, you're grinding that shit out. That was awesome. How much leeway it gave me. Like that. Jesus Christ. Like, really? Okay, thank you. That must be just about everything over there. Is there a leaf blowing game? That's really funny. And if there is, we should definitely make Gavin play it. Is it on Xbox? I love that idea. That is definitely a Gavin peeve, leaf blowers. It genuinely gets under his skin. Which for some reason kind of makes me like gas-powered leaf blowers. I think just because they annoy him, I guess. Well, I don't think we're going to get to 75, but we get 70 is not bad. I didn't know what to expect for today. I'll take 70. Yeah, we still have 5 minutes, so you never know. Oh, that's cool. Get the understairs. I wonder if the spray... Hold on, I'm going to go check in a second. But let me get this first, because I'm having fun with this. This is going relatively quickly and easily. Yeah, it gets like a little bit on the... That's cool. I like seeing how physics in video games work, you know? The things they think about and they don't, you know? It's cool. But in the meantime, let's just go fucking hog wild and try to get to 75% in 4 minutes. Although technically, I started a few minutes late today. I have 9 minutes according to my counter, so I shouldn't be so concerned about 10 a.m. We're going to make it close regardless. 73%. I feel like I'm just fucking racing the clock right now. Can I get a 74, please? Please. 74. There we go. All right, we got 2 minutes to get 1% in this game. Feel like we can do it. We just have to get a large swaths of this shit cleaned. Woo. 75. Did it. Fuck yeah. Oh, shit. Thank you, Cyber Oni. I didn't even see that. You helped us achieve our goal of 10 subs today. Now we've blown it away. We're 30% over. Thank you. And thanks on behalf of the people that you subbed for. This whole place is a practice facility. This is a moneymaker. They're just going to set up a tower again for training and filthy it all up. Yeah, they have a button they press, and it regoops it. Do you got to get rid of the graffiti too? Yeah. Called Leaf Blowing Co. Demo on Steam only. Full release 2025. Hell yeah. Race to see if my phone dies after. All right. Well, we're good. We made it. Let's just have some celebration cleaning. I wouldn't say it was a tidy cleanup once we got close to 75%, and I just started spraying willy-nilly, but, you know, we're getting there. There we go. Get some of the hard-to-reach areas. The rest of this map should be a fucking breeze tomorrow, right? We'll just zoom through it because we only have 25% to go. Represents 33% of the work we did today. We're gonna be an easy street tomorrow. Let's go ahead and de-rust this stuff. Do you guys know that Sean Penn and Chris Penn and Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez grew up together in the same neighborhood as teenage friends, making like Super 8 movies together as kids? How fucking crazy is that? That was maybe the thing I was most surprised by in the documentary I was watching of Charlie Sheen. I had no idea that he and Sean Penn grew up as like kids in the neighborhood together in Malibu. How fucking wild is that? All right, let me get this wall done, and we'll call it. Did I already get this wall? I guess I did. It's not popping. It's interesting. I do want to get something to pop, though. Let's see. We'll do this floorboard. That'll be the last thing we do today. What does this say? No in the back? There we go. Love it. Why can't I stop? I desperately need to stop. I have other things I have to get done today. I cannot keep doing this. Yet here we are. You know, I'm starting to think that, and this is just a preliminary thought, I haven't investigated it, but I'm starting to think that video games might be addictive. Just a little bit. Something to think about. All right, this is it. This is really it. I'm stopping after this. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Just need to get all this to the same height, roughly. Yeah. Yeah, feeling good about that. All right, we end the day. This is a tough game to get achievements in. We end the day at 77%. I will be back on tomorrow. I don't typically stream on Fridays, but I will stream this Friday because I've got a light week. So I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll finish this up, and who knows? Maybe we'll even play Redcraft tomorrow, although I doubt it. Thank you for hanging out this morning. Thank you for all the subs and the financial support. I really appreciate it. Thank you for helping us clean this local fire department. These guys, they deserve our help. They keep us safe. We can keep them clean. Everybody have a great day. Love you. If anybody wants to play next time, it's a co-op. Feel free to hop in. I can set it up to public or something. Maybe I think you can have up to 6 people playing at once. So if anybody wants to hop in, maybe we'll play all together tomorrow. Thank you, Guilty Buzz. And I love you all.